Good morning, friends. I'm starting my day off with some cozy moments with my cats. They're always ready for a cuddle and a few kisses. This is the perfect way to start the day. After they're fed and settled, it's time for a quiet breakfast for myself. I'm starting with some green tea today as I relax with a magazine and my constant companion Louie. And then onto some yogurt and cereal. And as I look out my window, I notice the view outside my window is a bit more eventful than usual. So there I am enjoying a mouthful of cereal with yogurt and minding my own business when suddenly I noticed movement in the pool. At first, without my glasses, I thought it may have been a bird. So I wander outside to see a bit more closely and realize that it's a blue-tongued lizard. What the heck is a blue-tongued lizard doing in my pool? It's not hot outside and it seems to be wiggling around in the water. Is it drowning? I'm too afraid to actually touch it and pick it up with my hands. I'm a bit of a wuss when it comes to lizards. They're fine at a distance, but this is a little bit too close for comfort. So I reached for a pool brush and tried to leverage it out of the water and onto the side of the pool. Is it dying? Did it fall into the water accidentally? This has literally never happened in the last 7 years we've lived in this house. I mean, I have seen blue-tongued lizards in the backyard. Apparently, if you have blue-tongued lizards, you're less likely to have snakes. So I'm okay with having them here. But in my pool, it's a little bit too close for comfort. It's like it's making itself at home, and that's just not on. So I'm trying to figure out if it's drowning and taking its last breath. It's being as still as a lizard statue. At this stage, I'm still not wearing my glasses, so it's hard to focus. So I get a little closer and see that it gave me a little blink. And as I look even closer, I see that it is breathing. So then I think, okay, let's give it some space and take myself inside to make sure my hunter cat, Gucci, is keeping herself entertained indoors. Is everyone hungry? Shall we eat? Come. Hello. Hi, Daisy. Gucci. Oh, you want a cuddle? You want a cuddle? Hi, good morning. Good morning, my little hunter. Stay away from the blue-tongued lizard, eh? I'm sitting here having my coffee and I'm trying to figure out how long that lizard will stay without moving. Earlier I went there to have a look at it and it's alive. It's just pretending to be dead, but it's alive because it's breathing and its eyes are moving when you go near it. But I'm just afraid that our cats might get too interested in it and go play with it. Alaska's okay, she's a marshmallow. She doesn't attack. It's Gucci, that's the hunter. So I'm trying to keep them away. Also don't know how long I can keep this I googled it, it's an eastern blue-tongued lizard. And apparently when they're afraid, they're supposed to arch up and hiss, but this one hasn't done that. So maybe it's just terrorized and it's in shock. I don't know. Alaska's looking interested. Right, so I can't spend all morning just sitting here waiting for this lizard to make a move. So let's get a little bit closer as we walk out. See what it's up to. Can it be sleeping? I don't know. No, you're awake, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're awake, you're just pretending.
So you were trembling.
Yeah. Well, I've never dealt with it, so I don't know whether it's going to be really reactive and just... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not a fan. You're not going to explode on me, are you? You're pretty. We'll go inside and I'll let you be. Daisy, shall we go and put the compost out? Shall we go? Okay, let's go. Where do we go? Show me, where do we go? It's a bit grey and gloomy today. I'm hoping to get some gardening work done and I'll take you along with me. If you recall, about a month ago, I posted on my community post. If you hit the notification bell, you'll get an alert whenever I post something. And sometimes I post in the community notice, in the community group, about some projects that I'm working on. And this was one of them. I posted what I should plant in here And I think I also posted on Instagram, but definitely in the post, in my community post, I posted it, asking what to plant. And many of you came back with saying vegetables and flowers. And this was done about a month ago. And you can see these are peas. Let me see. Yep, these are peas. And they've started growing. I also have some basil and some tomatoes, but nothing has started shooting up yet for that. And on this garden bed, I think in here I've got capsicum and zucchini, but nothing has grown. And in here, what's this one? That's zucchini. You can see nothing has grown. This is from last year. I planted some nasturtiums. And you can see that something is nibbling at them. So today's project is to assemble a cover over this. And I also have what looks like to be spring onions growing out. Now, I didn't plant these. These would have shot up from the compost. Things like this that I just put into the ground. So that's what I'm going to do now. Do you think those are spring onions? Come on, let's go have a look what this is. Oh, that looks like it's a red onion. It's a little red onion. I think I will leave it in there. I wonder whether I've disturbed it now. And it's gonna die, who knows? I'll just try gently put it back. That's like these are onions somehow. They started shooting up. That's good. And here is the catnip that I planted for my cats. These were planted at the same time as I planted my veggies. One on that side and one on this side. Is that still there or is it gone? I think it's still there. I can see a lump. How weird. Okay, let's go and open up my order and I will show you. Fairly sturdy. Let's have a look. They've got instructions. All right, so insert a hoop into the soil. A hoop into the soil. That lizard is still there, even though it's raining. It is not moving. I wonder how long it can stay like that for. Okay, so the frame is up. Now I just need to go and get the net from the trees from last year and see if that will protect it. Okay, well, it's really bucketing down now, so I've got to stop. But here is my makeshift protection net for my sweet peas, or peas, I think they are. And then what I have to do, I'm really soaked, is complete all these. But it'll have to be another day by the looks of things. The weather is just not playing nicely with me today. Okay, well, I am soaked. Even with the hat on, I got really wet. I'm going to pack up this mess now and save it for another day. But I'm really pleased with what I've created. Look at that. That's protected, hopefully, from foxes and rabbits. I'll keep you posted. Blue-tongued lizard is still there. Now let it be. I'm sure it will be gone later today. Well, that was certainly an unexpected start to the day. I bet you've never seen a blue-tongued lizard taking a dip in a backyard pool before. Now moving on to a little bedroom refresh. I've had this set up all year, so I'm excited to switch things up a little bit and bring in some cozy linen bedding to give the space a fresh new feel. Let's get started. I want to bring in some of the darker wall color into my look, so I popped into Spotlight and bought some new sheets in a color similar to my wall. And before I commit to this color though, I'm going to set it all up before washing it so I don't lose the fold lines. These are perfect. I didn't know that you could get fitted sheets for a higher mattress. These are the Mega Queen and they fit my higher mattress perfectly. I hated my previous ones because they were a standard queen and they were too tight to cover the corners without a fight. So I thought I had the European pillows in the same fabric as this doona cover. And I don't know where I've put them. I normally keep everything together in the same doona with the pillowcases. So I'm going to have a look at some old photos with my old bed to see what that looked like. Because I could have sworn I remember buying the European size pillowcases in this OT color from Target. So I'm going to have to check that out because that's just not quite right. But anyway, I definitely do prefer the new color scheme, and maybe I'll just remove the green. Maybe this green is too dark. Now, yeah, there's something missing, almost like it's missing a pale green maybe in the middle, like a sage, and this green is a bit too dark. Let me see if I can find something in that pale green. After a few trips to TK Maxx, I think, and to Target, I finally settled on this look and I'm happy with this. Yesterday I made roast pork for dinner and we have some leftovers, so I just looked up a recipe to follow for how to utilize the pork roast leftovers tonight, and I'm making pork and apple fritters for dinner tonight. I just mixed up a cup of flour, 1 egg and a cup of milk, and I'll just continue adding the leftovers. And luckily I've got not only leftover pork, but also got leftover peas that I cooked last night. So I'll whip it all together and I'll show you the finished product. And I'll add the recipe down in the description box below in case you also have a need to follow it. One tablespoon of Dijon mustard, black pepper, and it asks for shallots, but when I cooked my peas yesterday, I cooked them with some, where are they? Down here, in here somewhere. I cooked them with some onions, so I figured there's already enough onions in there. And then I just have to mix this with one hand without holding onto the phone and everything else, and then cook it in some olive oil. So I'll just do that using both hands, and I'll be back. That's really nice.
I've never cooked this before. But it's actually quite delicious. Pork and apple fritters with leftover pork. So I've used up 2 cups of pork that was left over, half a cup of the peas that I've cooked anyway, and half a cup of peas and a quarter of a cup of apple puree that I had in the fridge anyway. So it really all came together very easily with items that I already had in the fridge. Yummy. I'll link the recipe down below. It's an Australian good food or something like that recipe, and I highly recommend it if you've got leftover roast pork. Hey, I'm really happy with the way this looks. Okay, when I was at Bunnings, I saw that they actually had more permanent looking ones, but when I was looking for them, I couldn't find them. Anyway, this will do for this year. Fingers crossed I get some veggies out of this, because it took a lot of time and effort to finish off. This is where I put my veggie scraps, so all I have to do is just lift this up and get underneath it, and hopefully this mesh will stop whatever is digging up this area. There's our friendly blue-tongued lizard sun-tanning in our backyard. I hope you enjoyed spending a little bit of time with me today. Until next time, thank you for watching. Bye!